This used to be home to 2,400 people. It was sacrificed to stop the Russians taking more Ukrainian territory in early 2022. One of the main buildings, the House of Culture, completely destroyed. This is the price they paid.
70% of this village was completely destroyed. Each day there could be hundreds of impacts when the Russians were only a couple of kilometers away. Now people have started to come back to what remains of their home. Even though the war is not over, but at least their village is not the battlefield anymore.
Last year's work to demine the land and clear up the shells is done. And now some villagers are coming back to plan how to rebuild their homes.
This was my grandson's room when he was a kid. Now he's 25 and he will graduate from military school in Kyiv and be sent to Kherson in March.
He tells us how the Russian attacks began when they were all still here.
I was cooking soup when suddenly, bang, it started. Oh my God, airplanes flying. And then, like today, twice, I start shaking at the sound of the bang.
His neighbor is also here, planning how to return to the village of his birth. He'll have to oversee the demolition of what remains of his house before he can rebuild. All this while bombs are still flying only a half-hour drive away in Kherson city.
Who needs this war? How many have died already? It's hard for mothers to bear. The main thing is we want this to end as soon as possible and get them out of our land.
A significant portion of the electricity system has already been restored. Efforts are underway to restore the water supply. Posad Pokrovske is part of a pilot project of the We Build Ukraine reconstruction program led by the State Agency for the Restoration of Ukraine. Larisa is a member of the village council, which is overseeing the project. One of the trickier things she's dealing with is helping people who've not only lost their homes, but also their property ownership documents.
I'm against the war. I want the Russians defined as terrorists. Let the whole world stand against them. Why should our people die? I'm against the war. It should have stopped yesterday.
Я проти війни. Я хочу, щоб вона закінчилася ще вчора.
We ask her what it was like living here before the war.
I'll start crying. We had a wonderful life, but we didn't realize it until we had to pack our things and leave, because we started being shelled on March 14th.
There's little left standing. The school, the kindergarten, gone. Just this single store is still operational. So why are villagers willing to return?
This is home. Home, you know? Home. I've been living here for 40 years.
A home the locals here are determined to bring back to life.